I read your comments, everybody. I promise I didn't forget my running vest on purpose going to Chamonix. But I gotta say, what I picked up over there, I think this is my favorite Solomon running vest. I don't know, it's just the Active Skin 8 from Solomon. It's not their lightest version, but it just like conforms to the body better than any other Solomon vest that I've tested. Anyway, promise though, I didn't forget it on purpose. All right, turning the doorknob, we're going back. It's so exciting. Oh, it's good to taper. Trust the taper, right? Big proponent of that. It seemed to work out for Pikes Peak. But then the resting, the post-race resting, always difficult, okay? So, active rest, did I overdo it in Chamonix? We will talk about that. Seeking beauty up there in the French, Italian, Swiss Alps, pretty much epic, everybody. But, all right, vamonos. Woo! Little speed go kind of day. Don't mind if I do. Although, those ultra glides there calling my name too. But we're gonna go speed goat, nice and easy. All right, just one more insight before we get going here is that I took 4 days off from running. 4 days. Not to mention last week was my active rest week, which again we're going to talk about later this week. But I have aches and pains. I don't want to say all over my body, but it's interesting how you train at a high level, you get your peak race done, and then you take some time off. And it's like all these little, I don't know about you, not the question of the day, but do you feel like little aches and pains that maybe were hidden or your body just was unable to allow to come to the surface while training at a high level? Anyway, it's happened before, but man, I've just got some, just aches and like, oh man, like my back is tight. Oh goodness. All right, let's go. Come on. Actually, let's put this on.
Let it begin.
Hey yo, here we active rest on the YouTube channel. We don't have anywhere to rest in our house. We're going to find some
boxes of pins.
Some objects to sit on.
Yes.
All right, mission couches.
Mission, operation, relax.
Operation
I like that.
Operation Rest. Here we go.
I'm in love with this.
We're doing it. We're doing it. Here that just pops.
Yes, no, I'm with you because this is like down and toned. Yeah, I know. We're trying to.
Visualize it.
Boy, I like this one a lot. Yeah, I think you're right.
And we survived the Labor Day sales. Gotta love those sales. Our first couch, $200 off Craigslist, lasted us 8 years with 3 and then eventually 4 boys. At the end, there was more duct tape on the top of the couch than there was leather, but it was amazing. So we pinch pennies, but at the end of the day, at the new house, we are in need of just a little more seating area. So that's what we were up to. Active rests. Let's dive into it. Comment of the day, question of the day. Okay, I'm going to save it's a good comment of the day. I'll save that for a minute. Here we go. In an ideal world, everybody, my strategy, and we talked about this in a live stream over in France, is that I do a peak race, Pikes Peak, on Sunday. In an ideal world, what I would have done is jog the next day, okay? And then, so the day after the peak race, and just like 2 miles, just to warm the legs up so that I could come back to the house, foam roll, stretch, take a hot Epsom salt bath, whatever it takes to help the legs get the recovery process going, and then start my break. Meaning, usually after a peak race, I take at least 3 days, but really usually 4, 5, even 6 days off, depending on, well, how hard I worked in the race, but especially for the mountain races, what is the pitch or grade of the race? I was hardly sore at all after Pikes Peak. Versus the race in New Hampshire 2 years ago for the USA Mountain Running Championships, I don't know if I've ever been more sore because the pitch of the downhill was very steep. And you were running straight down a ski hill, all right? Okay, so then, because of this year, I made the decision, and I'm so glad that I did, to fly over to France, to go to UTMB. I knew that I was gonna be working, hiking, walking around Chamonix, just like I was not going to be resting. I was not going to be sitting around getting my full rest. Therefore, I chose after Pikes Peak to make the UTMB week my active recovery week, okay? And then, in case you didn't realize it, on Strava, and yes, I'm back from my break. I got a lot of comments today over on Strava about, okay, I'm back. I'm back to running, meaning you maybe didn't realize this. I took Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. No. I think it was Tuesday, Wednesday. My days are all combobulated because of the time travel, but I think I took Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off. So I took 4 days, maybe Monday. I can't remember. Was I in Chamonix on Monday? When did I fly back? Anyway, I took my rest these past 4 or 5 days. Just to put a bow on my approach to resting after a peak race, I prefer to jog the day after, like I did after the Amsterdam Marathon a couple years ago before hopping on the airplane, and then, again, 4 days off. Now, I will just one more qualifier. Once a year, I take 10 to 14 days off, usually around Christmas time or Thanksgiving, okay? That's what I call the big reset. I hit the big reset button. I just 10 to 14 days of no running, no cross training, stretching and foam rolling, but no cross training, really rest. That's once a year, all right? But I had to change things up a little bit this year because of UTMB, because hiking up a mountain in the middle of the night with a windstorm I knew was not proper rest after a training block like I had for Pikes Peak. Does that make sense? I could go into more detail. I'll probably toss it to a recovery vlog here in 1 second. Here we go. The JCP006 gets the comment of the day. So kind. Thank you, JCP. He says, I hope, and this is in connection to yesterday's vlog where I asked, what do you hope doesn't change? I believe is what it was. I hope for my wife's and my continued progress to reach our 2021 goals, as I'm in my late 50s and she in her early 60s. I also hope for the growth and success of DGR Nation. I love that. DGR World or DGR Nation. I love that. I've never heard DGR Nation before, but we do have strong communities of people in individual countries at this point. In fact, we're starting to talk about getting group runs going in the UK. More on that very, very soon. I hope Seth's passion for producing great content never changes. I hope so too. And trust me, this UTMB business, it lit a new fire in me, everybody. I love cinematography. I don't always get enough time to do it. Like today's vlog is a vlog, and I know how to film vlogs quite simply at this point, easily. Whereas like a cinematic approach to, beautiful shots, it gets me going. So I don't plan to change. Question of the day: what is your strategy for resting after a peak race? What is your If you want, you can take this in any direction you want. What is your strategy for resting and recovering after a peak race? Onward and upward, DGR. You know what? No, I'm actually not gonna do it. I'm gonna toss it over here to the a recovery vlog. How I rest and recover after a peak race. Right here, right here, right here. All right, thanks for tuning in. Seek beauty, work hard, and love each other. See you tomorrow.